Hey everybody, it's Uncle Scott. Welcome back to the QwerkyReax channel. First things first, I chopped all my videos, so if you don't want to hear my setup here at the beginning, use that scroll bar, slide right into the music. Second thing second, I'm an idiot. I was so excited to show you guys like behind the scenes stuff from what I was working on all last week, and I can't do that because it's all protected and an embargo under embargo until the show comes out. So I wasn't allowed to share anything with you. Uh, I will show you. We shot on a farm in like central North Jersey, more North Jersey, I guess. Uh, and I'll show you this picture, which is from a bench where I like to eat lunch whenever I could on the days when it was nice out. So as you can see, it was very, very pretty to be there. And it was an amazing experience, guys. Like I love doing this stuff. I love filmmaking. I think I made a good impression. They seemed like eager and willing to have me back if this show gets picked up. And even if the show doesn't get picked up, there was talk of me joining them on other projects, which would be really, really cool and would really be me starting to like do the dream thing that I've always wanted to do. I'm also an idiot because, and this relates directly to today's song that I'm reacting to, I'm also an idiot because I kept saying that Inpatient was the name of the song 2 weeks ago, and it wasn't. Uh, Inpatient is the name of the group or the duo of Ren and Chris Webby. So last Wednesday, they released another song called Instigator, which I'll put up now, that I couldn't do for you guys on the day because obviously I was recording. I was on set, which I'm telling you, being on set was a crazy week. I was working like 12-hour days and coming home and just crashing out. So it was good that I had one in the can for you guys. But I'm eager to get to this one because I really like the last one that they did together, the like down the road one. So this one I'm stoked to see. It also looks like it's a real music video and not just a like a word graphic one. Although the word graphic one, the animated one, was really awesome. Uh, oh, and also this is another thing that happened last week, or since I've last spoken to all of you. I actually got cast in a movie, so I'll tell you guys all about that as I get more details. But it's a horror movie. It's shooting in South Jersey near the shore, and yeah, uh, the real quick story of that was they were looking for like it's a horror movie with a bunch of people in like mid 20s age range, maybe early 30s, but then the oldest person on their cast list was they needed someone who was a little bit older, someone between 35 45, and who was like a reporter who was like behind the scene, behind all the stuff that was going on in the TV that you see sometimes where they're like reporting on stuff on the murders that had happened. And I saw that, and I actually wrote them a letter saying, "Hey, I'm a New Jersey filmmaker, so I live relatively in the area, super unemployed, and I'm not an actor, but I used to do this. I was a reporter for years, so if you need somebody, let me know." And I sent them like, I've wrote and directed a film before, I've worked on sets before, just kind of like, if you need help, I'll help you, kind of thing. And they wrote me back and asked if I would do a tape, like send in an audition. I did, and I got the part. So kind of crazy, kind of fun. Um, it's only like I'm a day player. I'll go in for a day, I'll record something for them, and then they'll send me packing. But it's another opportunity to be on set, and it should be fun. So that's why I'm stoked about it. Anyway, enough of my babbling. I haven't talked to you guys in 2 weeks. It's like I feel like I need to catch you up. Um, I'm excited for this. I do have, looks like maybe not next week, the week after, I may be able to bring an old favorite of the channel back on that you guys haven't seen in a while. I also may have another trick up my sleeve for potentially another artist, another interview kind of thing. So, but I'm not going to say too much about that because that hasn't really come to fruition yet. But, fingers crossed. All right, let's get into this. I'm excited to do it. I miss you guys. I always find that when I don't get to do them right away, or when I don't do them like week to week, that when I there's this weird thing that happens to me. I kind of like dread starting. Same thing I do when I start a new script. I dread starting, and then I get into it and I'm like, oh, I know this feeling. I love being here. And that's how I feel with you guys. Like, I love being here. So like I start telling you about all the things because I want you to know. Anyway, I'll shut up. Here we go. This is Instigator by Inpatient, which is Ren and Chris Webby. Let's do it. That's an old ass Nokia, bro. At least it looks like an old ass Nokia.
Sell $1 for a dime. Watch the world collapse out.
That's
driving
funny.
across that county line. Once I do, I won't look back. Daylight knocking at my door. Staring to the sun in times of peace, I'll go to war. Instigator.
Where you're like, I'm already humming the bass stuff like along with it is a really, really good sign. Also, it's giving everyone else murderer vibes, right? Totally. Just the video, that like the rhythm of it, totally.
Instigator. Steady with it, like machete with it, heavy with it, shred and kill it. But wait a minute, I already did it. Webby did it. Welcome to the clinic, I'm a surgeon cutting lyrics and raising spirits in this motherfucker. Step to the rhythm, shovel, treble and bass. This culture is a breeding ground for my mistakes. I pray for a better way to waste my time. Don't wait until tomorrow when I take what's mine. Cold and calculated, that's the instigator. Not intimidated, I'm a force of nature. Fate dictates a place where the penny will drop. Heads roll, calm, let the guillotine chop.
I'm gonna roll it back a little bit because I want you guys to notice something, and maybe you all already have. But this soccer thing, he does the whole thing and times it out so that when he gets to the top of the stairs, he starts like lip syncing again. But he's not lip syncing for this whole time on top of the stairs with the soccer ball. I don't think he is. So they either time that with seconds or they're playing the song, which is probably more likely. They're playing the song so we can hear it, so he can time when exactly to come to the top of the stairs.
The breeding ground for my mistakes. I pray for a better way to waste my time. Don't wait until tomorrow when I take what's mine. Cold and calculated, that's the instigator. Not intimidated, I'm a force of nature. Fate dictates a place where the penny will drop. Heads roll, calm, let the guillotine chop. Sell $1 for a dime. Watch the world collapse out. Driving across that county line. Once I do, I won't look back. Daylight knocking at my door. Staring to the sun in times of peace, I'll go to war. Instigator. Locked in, you could get got. Light a cig with the dead eye for the headshot. Feds watch, we the sickest puppies in the pet shop. And they ain't fucking with the sick boy in the web drop. Hell nah, nice. We them whack jobs with the mice fours. Strike first, the attack dogs. We ignite wars, run things from a dark cell. Let the psych ward choke them to death with the mic cord. See, I went to battle in Athens. I spilled the blood of Olympus. Stepped through the ashes of castles and torn asunder. My critics, they'll read me on a hieroglyphics with King Tut as my witness. Then turned and murdered them for witnessing like government business. Don't give a fuck about riches, the power, money, your bitches. There ain't a thing I got in common with the one of you bitches. I just want blood on the fucking blade that I stuck in you bitches. And get a workout shovel in the grave I dug for you bitches. Well, sell $1 for a...
Yo, Webby's verse was tight, no? Those lyrics were tight. Also, I love like the actors, the older men that like they really went for it and everything else. That was a lot of fun. Also, so you guys know that van that they got into, I don't know if they're called the same thing in the UK, but you'll notice them, especially if you're in New York City. There are things called Sprinter vans, and they say Sprinter on the back. They're the most common ones made by Mercedes. But if you work in production, they're called Sprinter vans, and they're a certain type of van that gives you like enough space, but it's not like a full U-Haul. Uh, where you can pack all your gear and equipment and craft services and all that stuff into if you're, traveling around. Also, it's not as like wide if you're trying to navigate city streets and stuff like that. So if you see those a lot like in New York or just driving around, uh I would say like 80% of the time it's a film production or TV production or music video.
Watch the world collapse. I'm driving across that county line. Once I do, I won't look back. Daylight knocking at my door. Step into the sun in times of
Get out of here.
Instigator, sweet defeat, the sweetest wine. Pick your poison from the vine. Win or losing, I don't mind. I just came to see all of it falling apart, and I watch as it burns. Instigator.
Oh, I like that hand clap. That was dope.
Oi.
I was about to say, on, so the idea is, it's an enterprise van.
Yeah, right.
They rent out Sprinter vans too.
If I would have... Yeah, you would have what? You would have what, huh?
I could see in his eyes, he was scared.
Yeah, terrified.
Oh, I still got this.
All guards reporting now. This is not a fucking drill! So everybody gather round. It's the greatest show in town. And when the voices get too loud, just come on down. Welcome to the madhouse.
Okay. When that big guy like walked on to the set, I was like, oh, I didn't know they cast me in this too. Big bouncer looking guy. But yeah, no, come on, bro. I love it when little, like, not that Ren's little, but compared to me, I'm sure that other guy, the actor who played the bouncer there, feels the same way. Like it is comical sometimes when little guys come up to you and you're just like, why, bro? Why? But I do like that, like, Webby turned out to be the psycho that he predicts he is, that Ren predicts he is at the beginning of the song. He's like, we're the crazy ones. And so they did, like, that's kind of cool. He did take care of business. And I like that they use the time of Ren on the ground moving around without a cut. So they do all that like dissolve stuff, but the base of him is without a cut, so that the other guys could get in position, like the other older actors could get on top of the car and like, slump down. And then the big guy just like stood there. A lot of really cool, like, rhythm things happen in this. Him restarting the verse when he gets to the top of the stairs, the clap matched, the little like sound effect of him kicking the body of the big guy on the ground. All little details, man. I always appreciate that stuff, especially from like that filmmaker mentality. I love that. This is a dope song, man. It's kind of like, I don't want to say simple, but it's just very like, it's very easy in terms of easy to digest, easy to feel the lyrics, easy to like make out what they're saying, and to kind of like bop along with it. You know what I mean? I like this one a lot. This was a lot of fun. And I'm definitely looking forward to the release of that album, because you guys know we're going to listen to all of that. So yeah, this is a fun one. I'm going to go listen to it again while I edit. Thank you guys so much for joining me. You know, I appreciate you. If you made it this far in the video, I especially appreciate you. And, you know, hit me up. I've been trying to be more responsive in the comments. Again, I apologize for not being able to post stuff from last week like I had wanted to do. But when this show comes out, which I really hope it does, I think you guys are really going to dig it. It's a really cool concept. And if it doesn't come out, then I'll eventually get to tell you what it was about anyway and show you more of the pictures, show you more of the cool stuff. All right, that's it for this week. See you on the next one. I hope you're having a banger week. If you're not, turn it around with me. Don't wait for life to be easy to be happy.